Final in the Shanghai Major America Open qualifiers. It's a matchup between TShow and EWolves. It is going to be a semifinal best of three. So that means that the winner of this match will have a one-game advantage over the other, and they will have to play another one. And their quest to become the champion of the Americas Open and gain a spot into the main event qualifier to the Shanghai Major, which will happen in March. The major will, but the main event qualifier will be pretty soon.
5 seconds remaining.
So we'll be getting right into it here as TShow. They went for the gyrocopter right off the bat. And they did play it in the last match. The Rens does play the gyrocopter fairly well. And we do see for EWolves the Beastmaster and the Witch Doctor. So the Beastmaster most likely going to be the smash hero that we see. And it could go pretty well for them. And then you also have that Witch Doctor already picked up.
Radiant team back.
Then we also see the Queen of Pain getting picked up by TShow. So that's going to be the mid laner most likely for TShow. And interesting, so it's been a while. It's been literally an hour since we casted EWolves. And I love talking about how Van goes on a lot of different heroes. He even went so far to play an anti-mage mid, which I hadn't seen for a while. So definitely an exciting team here. As we get into the third banning phase here, we've got the Shadow Shaman and the Darkseer rather taken out by the teams. And they also took out the mid Lina that TShow is very fond of playing.
10 seconds remaining.
I think that EWolves might be pretty familiar with TShow thanks to seeing them a couple times in some other tournaments. Like I said, this is a South American showdown between Brazil and Peru. So these teams could be pretty familiar with each other. The Juggernaut gets banned out by TShow, and that takes us to the next ban for EWolves.
10 seconds remaining.
One thing that we see from EWolves is they can play a ton of different heroes fairly well. So it is a little bit difficult to ban them out. So you just kind of have to ban what you think they're looking for. The Broodmother is going to get banned out by EWolves. So it just goes to show that the South American teams are still worried about that Broodmother, and we'll take it out in the second banning phase. This is pretty exciting, though. I believe in the last main event qualifier, you had two South American teams go up against each other in the grand final of that. So we won't have that this time, as the other two teams... I know that one of them is... well, at least headed by IX Mike. Then the other one, I'm not as sure as to their origins. I haven't really looked them up at all. But we will be having at least one South American team into the final, which is pretty awesome. So that'll take us into the third picking phase here. And we will be seeing some more heroes coming out from EWolves and TShow. Again, it's so interesting to see what they pick up, simply because EWolves, they pick so many different heroes, and it is going to be the Mirana. Again, you never know what you're going to get when you get EWolves. And now TShow, they're going to have to figure out something to go against this. You never know where EWolves are going to go with their picks, and they can do a lot of different things, and they just kind of throw them at you in the draft. And they've also been playing pretty controlled in their matches, which is awesome. And I think they've become a lot more mature as a team from when we first started seeing them.
5 seconds remaining.
Going on 5 hours on the cast right now. feeling pretty good about things. We're probably going to finish casting this best of 3, and then I think I'm going to go do something else for a couple of hours, come back with the Chinese qualifiers. Waiting for TShow to pick up their third hero now to complement that Gyrocopter and Queen of Pain. We still need a couple of supports from them. It's a nice picture of puppies that the Runs has there. They picked that Jakiro. I think this is going to be an offlane Jakiro. Usually, Falcon Frieda is the guy that plays that. And, you know, in the last match, the offlane Jakiro looked pretty good. We'll be interested to see how it goes in this match. And how EWolves choose to handle it. They go with the lone druid. Definitely an interesting pickup there. Could do well against the Jakiro. And keep the Queen of Pain there for a little bit longer when she tries to get into the fights. Earlier today we saw just a couple of unlucky roots on a hero just screw up a fight so much. And the lone druid was able to do a lot better with those roots. Now for TShow, we've got the Oracle. Should come out. Wasn't banned out earlier. And the Omni Knight is still inside the pool, though I don't think that... I'm not sure if EWolves are going to go for it or not. They ban out the Tusk. Usually the Omni Knight is the response to the Oracle. But it might not be for EWolves. Maybe they have another way to counter it. Or they feel like they already have. The False Promise is a good way to get rid of the arrow stun to stop that initiation. The Ember Spirit Band takes us to the last picking phase before we get into our match here between TShow and EWolves.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And we're getting pretty close to the end here, so if you're just joining us, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Pythian. I will be solo casting on this channel. You have a bunch of other channels that will be casting this match, some of them in Spanish, so I'm not sure exactly which channels are casting in Spanish, but I'm sure there are some. But I'll be casting in English for this match. And I'm pretty excited to see it. We've got the Sven picked up by EWolves, so that is going to be a support Mirana. And that means that we're going to see Van on yet another new hero, regardless of if he were to take the Mirana in a core role or not. We're going to see Van on a new hero, which is extremely fun for me to see because it seems like nearly every single match that I see him play, he is doing something else. And he's playing it really, really well too. Sometimes too aggressive, but you know, Van does what Van does, you know? So, again, we're excited to see who he plays and how he plays at this match, as he always manages to show us something new. And that'll take us into the TShow's last pick. Always hear that drawing on the map after the picks are done from the teams. They kind of like to do that. So we're just going to wait on TShow's last pick up here. I guess they need another support, as it looks like that Jakiro is going to go to the offlane. Only a few seconds left. It is going to be the Earthshaker. So maybe the Jakiro doesn't go to the offlane, even though I have a feeling it will. Yeah, that's going to be an offlane Jakiro. And the Earthshaker is the last pickup for TShow. With all the heroes here, we're ready to get into our match here in the America's Open Qualifier to the Shanghai Major. This is the semifinal best of 3 matchup, so this is the first match, and each team will definitely have to play another match after this in order to just determine who goes into the final. But with that being said, I'm Pythian, and I'm going to bring in you this match, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
10 seconds remaining.
Getting ready to get into our match here. And here we go. All of the players have picked up their heroes. And here we go right into the match. We're going to introduce our teams. We've got for EWolves, we've got Van on the Sven. All right. Sia is going to be on the Witch Doctor. Ewa's going to be handling up that Lone Druid, sending the bear to the bottom lane. It's a panda. Smash on your Beastmaster. And finally, we had Masoku on that Mirana. And here come TShow. They're smoked up. Kingard's going to be on the Earthshaker. HFN on the Queen of Pain. The Rents on the Gyrocopter. Time of Dying on the Oracle. And then it's going to be File Comfritas on the offlane Jakiro. Witch Doctor's going to break the smoke here. And TShow, they're just going to back right up. They don't want to go into that. And got a couple of birds right next to each other as there's a vulture right next to the hawk. Looking pretty vicious up there. The hawk dies, but the vulture stays. And we're getting ready to go on this map. TShow, they're going to go to the bottom lane where they have a panda awaiting them. And the panda's just going to back up as TShow. They're going to take that bottom rune. Meanwhile, Van is going to take the top rune. So Van definitely likes playing the Sven. And you know what? Sven mid is a bit stronger than you would think. Even if it's against the Queen of Pain, the Sven still has a lot of health to go through. And the pause goes right off the bat, as they got a couple last second things to figure out. Let's take a look at our couriers real quick. Got the old pumpkin for TShow. Hanging out in the racks. And for EWolves, it's the Wyvern Hatchling. Looking pretty good there. Alright. The teams are ready. Yep, there are definitely vultures on that map. I did not know that either. You also have to turn ambient creatures on. Sometimes you don't always see them, like the fish. They don't always show up. Also dragonflies. So there's a Mirana just kind of sitting in the river right now, looking for the arrow. Was scouted out by the Earthshaker, who does have that golden immortal. The gravel maul. And he's just going to sit there. Here comes the Fissure. Van's taking a lot of damage. Here comes the stun onto HFN. HFN taking a lot of damage. The arrow's going to miss. Masoku. Oh, he goes down. Nice Fairy Fire usage by HFN makes the Queen of Pain get that first blood onto the Mirana. Although it was split, but it's still okay. So now Van, a little bit in a rock and a hard place right now in that mid lane, as he is on fairly low health, and that Queen of Pain has those daggers to put into his face. So he's not feeling pretty good right now. In fact, he's going to back up. That's the first time we've seen Van do that. Can't even take the mid lane. In the meantime, we've got the Smash and Sia combo, Beastmaster and Witch Doctor on the top lane, against the Oracle Gyrocopter. Oracle holds the Beastmaster in place, and there's the Fissure. Smash in trouble. Gyrocopter acting as a block, and now Smash. He gets the Purifying Flames, but he's just going to heal back up and get the healing salve as well. Meanwhile, Van has gone back to that mid lane. On the bottom lane, Evo doing his best against the Jakiro. I don't think the Jakiro does as well here, but you can always put that Liquid Fire onto the bear. And you might even get a lucky root against the Jakiro. Evo has gotten a little bit low. Puts the Liquid Fire on him again. And the bear continues to do damage to the Jakiro, who's holding up fairly well right now. Already level 3 against the Lone Druid. Queen of Pain doing pretty well in the mid lane. Gets hit by an arrow there. But it's just harass. Masoku just wants to put some arrows into the back. And the gravel mauled Earthshaker is ready here if he needs to come in. Jakiro going for the bear, who's trying to juke it out. Gonna blink back over to the Lone Druid. Actually, Lone Druid resummons. And now Jakiro is caught out in the trees. No root available from the bear. So Jakiro is just gonna get out of there. Sven already at 9 last hits. A little bit more than we thought he was going to get in that mid lane. He's going to use the stun for a last hit. Nice. And we're going to just kind of hang back a little bit. I still think that Van has the most possibility of going down in the mid lane, but he has put 2 levels into that Great Cleave already, so he can definitely go into the jungle to get some last hits if he needs to. Oracle tends to do pretty well against the board, can easily take it out with the Purifying Flame. And Jakira getting battered a little bit by the Panda Bear. Panda Bear leads the creeps on a merry chase. And the bear picks up the bounty rune. Witch Doctor's caught out on the rune, and now here comes the arrow. Arrow hits onto the Queen of Pain. The Queen of Pain about to go down, will go down, not even able to get that blink off. And Mirana goes up to the high ground. Masoku being aggressive on the Kingard. And on the backside, Smash is chasing down Time of Dying. Probably won't get a kill here, but he does have a slow from the boar. And a hawk for vision. Here comes the arrow. Arrow, not going to hit. And here comes the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter has a Rocket Barrage available, and here goes the board down to the Purifying Flame. Ewo handling that bear pretty well in the bottom lane, but he is about to get ganked here. Here comes the Queen of Pain with the blink. Scream. Ewo getting low, about to go down, will go down to the Jakira's Liquid Fire. That's a lot of damage to come out there. And the Ewo gonna die on the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the Sven's just farming in the jungle. And Smash hanging out on the top lane. Here comes Mirana. Mirana has enough mana for an arrow. Here comes the arrow. Going to... Oh, just missed it on to Time of Dying, but there is a mango available from Smash. So, yeah, the axes will finish off the Oracle. And no Rocket Barrage used by the Gyrocopter. The Oracle goes down on the top lane, and... Alright, well, the Lone Druid takes a kill onto the Jakiro. Chased down by a bear, who has boots in the Orb of Venom. Now there are a lot of creeps building up on the bottom lane. Meanwhile, smoke rotation onto the mid lane. It's the Witch Doctor. Here's the stun onto the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain not able to get the blink off. He uses the Paralyzing Cast. Wickedy bop. And the kill goes to the Mirana. Another kill on that Queen of Pain. EWolves knowing exactly what to do against that, using that Mirana combo to the fullest extent, as the Sven stun sets it all up. Smash just at level 5 now, getting closer to level 6. And Earthshaker just trying to get a little bit of XP in the bottom lane as the lane is pushing back in. Man, it is difficult to click on creeps. Alright. Witch Doctor getting pursued out by the Earthshaker, but the Earthshaker was scouted out, and he will make the Radiant Heroes back up on the bottom lane, as there are 2 more here. Queen of Pain has the Sonic Wave available. Will she go in onto the Witch Doctor? Here comes the Fissure onto the Scream, misses, and no Sonic Wave used. Now here's the rotation. God Strength by the Sven. He's running in with the haste. He's going right for the Queen of Pain. He has the stun available. Here's the stun by Van. Right before he runs the stun. Oh, the arrow hits onto the Queen of Pain. It's Legolas. Meanwhile, Jakiro taken out by the Lone Druid on the bottom lane, but that arrow was too pretty. Too pretty. Smash about to get level 6. So you will have that roar available in just a moment. He does now. And now here comes the call down. Not much else going on. Smash takes a little bit of damage in the back. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Bear's going on the tower. He's got 1,300 gold on the bank. Almost level 8 at this point. So that's a fully leveled bear there. It kills towers. It kills heroes. It doesn't really care what it kills. It's just going to kill it. And Sven's at about 1,200 gold. I think we're going to see a Blink Dagger on Van. He does seem to favor those mobility items. He likes his initiations. Smash gets the last hit with the boar. What a guy. And now Smash goes over for that Arcane Rune. This is going to help him out a lot. He could go over to that mid lane, but he's going to choose to just stay at top. And Queen of Pain is going to go for the Bear. Bear is getting pretty low, gets hit by the Ice Path and the Dual Breath. But it's going to be fine. The Bear actually doesn't get hit by the Dual Breath at all. Now here comes the Queen of Pain. New Bear for the Lone Druid. And the Queen of Pain runs away. Now we've got a smoke rotation onto the top lane. And Gyrocopter's going to pop it. Roar onto the Gyrocopter. There's an arrow. Legolas with the arrow hits the Gyrocopter down, and he dies to the Beastmaster. Oracle's going for the damage here. And meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Jakiro goes down once again. That is 3 deaths by the Jakiro. And let's take a quick look at the net worth chart. Yep, EWolves all at the top of it. Getting off to a pretty good start in this best of 3. Van getting pretty close to the Blink Dagger, and Oracle could be in trouble here. She's hiding in the trees. They know exactly where she is due to this Radiant Observer ward, and they put the Hawk in. Okay, so Oracle TPs out, goes over to the mid lane, and now there are 4 Dire Heroes in the mid lane. So only a solo Lone Druid pushing at bottom, but the smoke comes in. Will they find the Lone Druid? They go to the south. Lone Druid is farming the hard camp. The top tower goes down, and they don't find the Lone Druid just yet. And they're not going to. Yeah, they're not going to find the Lone Druid, and instead the smoke gank goes towards that mid lane. And then they turn back around. And then the Gyrocopter farms some camps. So Ebo staying safe on the bottom lane. Maybe he wants to fight against the Jakiro again. Maybe the Jakiro is baiting. There are 2 other heroes here, and Ebo sees them with that nice observer ward placed down. So they're just going to go for that tier 1 tower. They fortify the structure, and a couple heroes going through the dire jungle. They want to get another kill. Sven is pushing the tower. Ewa's gotten out. And here comes the TPs in. There's an Earthshaker. There's an Oracle. But I don't know if the Queen of Pain wants to go in here. So the tier 1 tower stays alive. We've got 3 heroes in the jungle. But EWolves, they stay safe. Just going to stack those Ancients. Van has that Blink Dagger up. And now here comes the smoke. Kinger's going to break it. Will he get yelled at? Here's the yell. Here's the Necrobook 1. There's an arrow. That's just a dead Earthshaker. And this Oracle not even level 6 just yet. So can't even remove that arrow stun. God Strength going to be used by the Sven. And he kills those creeps like a bouse. Leaving Ewo to just push along that bottom lane. Doing what bears do. We do have the Queen of Pain going deep into the Radiant jungle. I guess she's looking for the courier. Maybe not. I guess she's scouting a little bit. Sees the Ancients. Mid tower, not long for this world. The Oracle could go for a deny. And it will be an easy deny. On the top lane, Witch Doctor takes down the Gyrocopter. And the Purge gets used onto the Mirana, who leaps away. Here comes the arrow. Hits onto the Queen of Pain. Oh my god. The tower still alive. Gonna get denied by the Oracle. But wow. That arrow had no follow-up on it. Jakiro once again in trouble on the bottom lane. Too far up. The Ice Path available. Going to get used. Ewo has to try to get out. But Falcon Frida's. He's getting pretty low. Ewo going for the kill. Gets the kill onto the Jakiro. And now Ewo goes down to the Scream of the Queen of Pain. That's a dominating streak going her way. And not really worth it. Yeah. Big gold change in the favor of TShow. Now here comes another push on the mid lane. God Strength used by Van. Who can stop this? Arrow hit onto Earthshaker. Earthshaker goes right down. Masoku is dominating. And now this mid tier 2 tower in trouble. And there's nothing stopping the Radiant from going over to top. So they let the creeps push in mid, and they start rotating through the jungle. Another 50 seconds left on the God Strength cooldown, and Sven has a Hyperstone. Queen of Pain continues to farm in the Radiant jungle. She's got 1800 gold and pretty much nothing else to show for it. A couple of boars do the damage to the creeps. And Smash just hang out in the top lane. He's got Necro 2, and he's well on the way to the third one. Sven goes over, gets ready to hit those creeps. He's actually going to stack it once more and blinks away. Earthshaker on the top of the hill. The Mirana ult is used. And let's see what they do with it. Nothing just yet. Here comes the arrow. The arrow, oh, misses the Queen of Pain. But that's not going to. The Queen of Pain gets rooted, and the Death Ward enough to take him down. Now Smash, in the middle of a lot of people, does go down in the Dire jungle, so we'll call that a 1-for-1. And now the Sven got to get it away from that one. He got fairly low. Meanwhile, the bottom tier 1 tower, it goes down. Bear continues to push. 2 outer towers remain for EWolves to take. The Sven is going to farm up those creeps using the God Strength. Here comes the Earthshaker. Earthshaker coming around this bend. Van is low. Echo Slam used. Oh. Sven still took most of the damage, and Earthshaker is going to... Oh. Arrow misses. The Earthshaker's got to try to get out. He has a fissure available. Oh. Found by the Mirana. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dead. Soku takes the easy kill onto the Earthshaker. Definitely worth it for the Earthshaker, but oh well. Now Masoku in trouble. Queen of Pain trying to get the kill. Here's the Sonic Wave. Arrow hits, does as much damage as possible, and the Queen of Pain is going to get out pretty easily. So a couple of return kills there at the Ancients. Witch Doctor in the trees, goes for the Paralyzing Cask onto the Queen of Pain. Witch Doctor doesn't really feel pain, I guess. Or at least he can make it better. He's the doctor anyway. Lone Druid has 3,800 gold in the bank. And he's currently sending the bear over to the secret shop to pick up that sacred relic. It's also worth noting that the bear has a Hand of Midas. And it's been a while, so let's take a look at the XP and gold graphs. XP firmly in favor of EWolves by about 3,000. And the gold, almost 8,000 in favor of EWolves. Queen of Pain working towards an Aghanim Scepter with that point booster. And Ewo could get ganked here. Gets hit with the dual breath, and the bear is taking a lot of damage. Here comes the Earthshaker. No Echo Slam available, so the bear is going to take the brunt of this. Here comes the Fissure. Ewo's taking a lot of damage, going to turn it around. Doing the damage to Earthshaker, but here comes the Queen of Pain. Earthshaker getting pretty low, won't go down just yet, and the Mirana ult is going to get used. Not going to be soon enough, though, as the Lone Druid goes down in the trees. And the rest of EWolves looking for a return kill. Not going to find it in the Dire jungle, though. In terms of items, we've got Necronomicon 2 on Smash. A Moon Shard on Van. That's interesting. And we've got the Yasha and drums on the old Gyrocopter. Now at the top lane, here comes the call down onto Sven. God Strength used, but it doesn't matter. He's just going to go down, and so does Smash. Smash uselessly bird. It dies anyway, and Gyrocopter gets a double kill. Masoku looking for the TP out, does get it, as the Ice Path wasn't fast enough. And Sia just going to get a little bit of gold from the Paralyzing Cask. And he's going to try to leave. And here comes the dagger in the back. As the rest of TShow, not fast enough to get over to that Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor's just going to sit around on that. Oh. Mirana with the arrow. Yeah, Witch Doctor's just going to sit around on that top lane. And now he has the help of Ewo. Jakiro getting closer to the Yule Scepter as Smash has finished up that Necronomicon 3. Queen of Pain screams at some creeps, and that's okay because she's finished up her Aghanim Scepter, so she has a 40-second cooldown on that ultimate. And in terms of net worth, the Sven is still leading. He's got a Moonshard and an Ogre Club. Could be working towards that BKB. Would be pretty helpful in these fights. The bear is slobbering a little bit as it clears these creeps. Gotta clean up that bear a little bit. Now it walks up, goes to take the tower. The Earthshaker has a Blink Dagger and Echo Slam in 60 seconds. So this tower is going to be pretty free for EWolves. As this Van hitting pretty fast inside the jungle. I like the Moonshard pickup too. It's a little bit better than the Mask of Madness. And it helps him do all that more DPS. Roshan still hasn't been taken. Could be pretty easy for EWolves with the Lone Druid and the Sven. And the Beastmaster. So with that going on, we've got Gyrocopter pushing in through the bottom. He is farming pretty well. He's got that Sanshin Yasha up already. And he knows exactly how to build that Gyrocopter as well, which we saw in a game versus TI. Sonic Wave used on the creeps once again. Queen of Pain's really got to be careful with that mana. Gonna go over and find that bounty rune, get some of it back. The Spirit Bear has finished that Radiance, so the Lone Druid's farm is going to accelerate now, especially with that Midas that he's had for a while. Sven's getting towards that BKB. And what else? The Jakiro has finished off that Yules. So here comes some Mirana ult. They're going to use it and see if they can find something. They have scouted out the Jakiro. And let's see if Ewo can find it. Sven getting close. The bear is here. The bear runs in. He finds the Jakiro. Jakiro's getting burnt. All of the Dire are grouped up here. The Hawk goes down. And here comes the Yell and the Nice Oracle onto the Mirana. Ewo's in here with a lot of stuff to prove. Witch Doctor ult comes through, kills the Jakiro, and now Ewo and the bear held in place. Oracle trying to get away. And here comes Van with the stun. Van with the stun. God Strength on the Time of Dying goes down. And Queen of Pain escapes to the north. Ooh, the arrow not going to be in time. It was on the mark, though. And here come the Radiant just going right for that tier 3 tower. They have creeps with them as well. Earthshaker ready. He's got that Echo Slam. And he could use it. Echo Slam on a couple. The Sonic Wave immediately cleans up the Sven. The Earthshaker will go down. But here comes the bear going after TShow's Quap. Tower at about half health, and he's lost the bear. He still has a resummon. But that Echo Slam is going to stave off the invasion for just a moment. And we have another Rage Quit from TShow. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I'm Pythian, and I've been casting for almost 6 hours now in a row. It's been a bit longer than that, but my OBS crashed. We have the Oracle back into the game, and we're going to get ready to go in just a moment. And I've been casting a lot of EWolves as they journey through past the round of 32. Been pretty impressed with their play so far. It is kind of fun to just kind of follow a team through the qualifier and see them do well, like EWolves have. But it's also worth remembering that this is a best of 3, so whoever wins this match is still going to have another match to play, where the other team will be playing for their life, honestly, in this tournament. Beastmaster going to get scouted out by the Observer here. And here comes the Earthshaker with a Blink Dagger. Will they find him in the forest? Sonic Wave is available from the Quab. Here's a fissure. And there is the Sonic Wave. And there's the yell. They're going to turn it around onto Earthshaker. Smash trying to go away. He probably won't. But, oh, man. Queen of Pain takes a lot of damage from that Necker Creep. Doesn't matter. She's just going to bottle right up. But at least Beastmaster turned it around onto Earthshaker. And into the Roshan pit, the Elite Wolves go. Sven pops the ulti, has a BKB. And Mirana hits Roshan with an arrow. Not very difficult to do that, but she does it anyway. 23 minutes into the game, we've got Van with some pretty good gold. Moonshard and a BKB. A Blink Dagger to boot. The Bear goes down in the top lane, and that's a call down used to secure that. 3,000 gold on your gyrocopter. And he'll just TP out of there. So he's got a lot of gold on him, and you do have to be careful of that. We've seen the gyrocopter of Terrence do pretty well here. Misoku puts down a ward. Oh, misses the jump into the base. Oh, Misoku. Why must you do these things? He was just putting a word down. I don't think they're going to deward it. But I'm not sure if that's the word that he wanted, honestly. Van getting hit a little bit by the Sonic Wave. I was just kidding. Where was that Sonic Wave even? It went on something. Queen of Pains don't just scream for no reason. In any case, the Bear is going to burn down the creeps in the bottom lane. That's the last remaining outer tower for the Dire. And here they go onto that. Well, they're waiting for the creeps to go onto that tower. They send the Hawk over the tower, which takes out the Hawk. And we could have a push onto the top lane by the Jakiro. Here come Van and Smash going right for that tier 2 tower. Mid tower right for the taking for the Dire. And they're going to use the Fortify. And Van goes right up for that tier 3 tower. They're going to do so much damage to this. They're not even going to take down... They do take down mid in the end, but look. They have to use the Fortify, and the tower's almost gone anyway. Here comes the Queen of Pain, in with the Scream. Doesn't actually hit on any heroes. Here comes Van with the Blink. Stun. Wish Doctor ult. Look at it go. The Oracle Force... Oracle ult force. The Axes finish off the Jakiro. And look at that damage coming out of Van. They take out the tier 3 tower. They use the Mirana ult to back up. And they could go back in. But they don't. Jakiro bought back there as well. And Van, still pretty farmed at this point. And he's looking towards his next item. He's got 2,500 gold in the bank. Hitting like a truck. Also has the Aegis of the Immortal. Blink, Fissure, Smash in trouble. Not even going to do anything. Smash goes down. And now here's Ewo. He's got the Bear with him as well. Going to turn around though. EWolves. Could go in on the Jakiro. Jakiro. Oh, Blink, stun. Jakiro, he's going to get hit by an arrow. And here's the Power Ranger TPs. Fissure going to stop that attempt for a little bit. But the Jakiro will in the end burn down and get killed by the Sven. Here comes the Bear, hitting the Queen of Pain in the back. And he'll have to retreat. Bear getting pretty low. And Elite Wolves. That was actually a dieback on the Jakiro. So no buyback for him for a little bit. And Elite Wolves looking for their next move. They still have that Aegis on the Sven, but I guess they're not going to go for it right now. So we continue. Van goes and gets some of those Ancients. And he's bought up a Skull Basher. Smash has finished up that Vlad's. Although he does keep dying in these fights. And he might get ganked once again here. Queen of Pain waiting in the wing. But now here comes Smash's team. Does Queen of Pain know about it? Here she comes. Yell onto the Queen of Pain. There's a lot of damage that got done. And now Queen of Pain, she's going to run out of mana. But she still has enough for the... Alright. Well, she still has enough for the Blink. Earthshaker going around to the west. He uses a Ghost Scepter to try to get away. Maldic is going to miss. Oh, does the Earthshaker get out? Does he get out? He's going to TP. Will he leave? Oh, the answer is no, and the Death Ward was even committed for that. So Smash goes down for a couple heroes going around, and, well, the bear pushes in the top lane. So every time TShow kills Smash, they delay the game a little bit, which is a good thing for them. But this bear continues to get farmed as well as the Sven. I guess the bear's going to be going for an Assault Cuirass. And Sven, he's already got that Basher. And he just farms those creeps so fast. The Aegis got reclaimed, and Gyro has a Yule Scepter. Yule's on Gyro. Scotty on Gyro. I know what these things are called, I swear.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
In any case, the creeps push in through the bottom lane, and that is where EWolves are grouped right now. Looks like they're going to be trying to get their first racks of the game. Van comes in without the Aegis. And so does the bear. Bear going for the ranged racks first. Going to be not allowed to attack by the Oracle. But he's going to go right back in, take the last hit on the tower, and go right back to the Lone Druid. Now where's the initiation? Looking at the wide angle here. Here's the blink. Stun onto the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter taking a lot of damage thanks to the Lone Druid Bear. Paralyzing cast bouncing around a little bit. Terrence has taken about half damage. And here comes the arrow. Hits onto the Gyrocopter. And the bear doing all the damage. Here, oh, God Strength. There's Sven with the kill onto the Jakiro. Going for it on the Oracle. Gonna get the last hit onto the Oracle. That's a double kill for Fen. And now the yell goes onto the Earthshaker. Earthshaker not allowed to do anything. It's a triple kill for Van. And now here comes the damage onto the Rex. That's 4 down. And the Queen of Pain trying to stay alive. They're just going to go right in for the win. They want this one. And it's GG. TShow calls it. That is game 1 going to the EWolves. And one more win would get them into the grand final of the Americas qualifier in the Shanghai Open tournament number 1. EWolves take it in the end. And, well, we're going to be coming right back at you with game 2 in just a moment, so stay tuned. And as always, cheers.